This is Brisbane 10 News with Hugh Cornish and Pam Tamblyn.
Tonight, a 10 News crew escapes a nighttime chopper crash in Moreton Bay.
It's totally black. The chopper was full of water.
Also tonight, the crew of United Airlines Flight 811 tell of their fight for survival.
And in sport, there was no shortage of surprises in today's Rugby League Sevens.
Good evening. A Channel 10 News team today relived their desperate bid to escape from the sinking wreckage of a crippled helicopter in the dark waters of Moreton Bay. The 10 News chopper crashed on final approach to a beach landing on Moreton Island at about 7:30 last night. The 4 people on board barely escaped with their lives. Neil McLean reports.
This morning, a police launch marked the spot where Channel 10's news chopper crashed into the ocean just 50 metres short of the beach. As salvage crews readied themselves to recover the aircraft, station personnel realised just how lucky they were to have survived the crash without serious injury. Those on board were pilot Peter Clark, news presenter Anna McMahon, Deputy Director of News John Fidler and Madonna Hornty. The crew said the chopper dropped out of the sky, turned over and sank instantly.
Down there, it was totally black. The chopper was full of water and you didn't know which way you were upside down and you just couldn't get out. I physically couldn't get out and I thought I was dead. I was about to die. It was awful, you know. I'd even actually said goodbye to my family and said my goodbyes and seen your whole life flash before you.
There's nothing I could do would get the right-hand door open. And I started looking around for another way out. And at one stage of the game, I thought, I'm a goner, it's all over.
By some stroke of luck, I found, I don't know, some opening, and you get out and you just get to the surface and you can't believe it. You know, you really thought you were gone. But the feeling when you realise that everyone survived is unbelievable, euphoric.
By lunchtime, the tricky salvage operation had begun. Half a dozen divers attached an airbag to the fuselage. The stricken aircraft was sitting in about 30 metres of water near the edge of a deeper shelf. The tail section was the first part of the wreckage to be recovered and dragged onto the beach. As the body of the million-dollar squirrel was inched to the surface, the extent of the damage became obvious. Pilot Peter Clark said his aircraft suddenly lost power at 200 feet just seconds from touchdown.
Well, it all happened incredibly quickly. We were in the water before before you could say Jack Robinson, and the machine turned turtle and sank within about 40 seconds. So my main worry was to make sure everyone got out.
Later, an RAAF Chinook helicopter was used to transport the wreckage for air safety investigation. And the survivors...
Boy, looking at it all, I just think I'm going to be very lucky I'll be back on set on Monday. Unbelievable.
Neil McLean, 10 News.